Condor's King Kukri, Part 2. Stick around. Hey guys, welcome back. So if you have been following my channel, you know I did an initial review of the King Kukri. The King Kukri is a little bit different. You can see this cutout. It is twice as large as Condor's regular Kukri. And what I had done is I reprofiled the edge and I brought it up here to the Adirondack Mountains just to check to see if my reprofile is a lot better than what it used to be. The biggest problem I find with Condor Kukris is that they are too large at the cutting edge. All right, it's not a very steep convex, it's actually a very round convex. And although it may look good and it's good for chopping, you know, logs and that kind of thing, it's not good for regular woodwork, which kind of defeats the purpose. I don't know anybody that's in the Nepalese army that actually uses this for combat, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that you're just like me and needs a good woods tool. All right, Condor's it's relatively cheap. I think these are a little bit above $100, $10.75. So if you're having the same problems, put the comments down below. Also, just do a little like and subscribe. That's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything. All right, so I'm going to take this in the woods and we're going to do a little bit of a chop test just to see if I had fixed it. All right, this is where I find a lot of my dead woods. All right, this is here since last year. I think it's pretty soft now, but we'll give it a pretty good chop test. What do you think, Jack?
Good.
Good? Yeah. All right, we'll chop this one. All right.
Yeah. I already got my protective gear on for bugs.
All right, still giving a little bit more bounce than I'm normally happy with, but it is significantly better than what it was. And this is a dead piece. I don't know if this is pine or oak or whatever, but it's pretty.
That's oak.
It's oak. It's pretty stout, hard wood.
It's hard oak wood.
And it's dead, so
it's dead too, yeah.
It's not going to be.
It's probably hard.
So, and I'm giving it a pretty loose grip. I'm not gripping it over tight. Doesn't seem to be any type of rolling edge. I'm just letting it kind of do its thing by giving it these snap cuts, and it seems to be doing a little bit better. But there is some rolling in my hand. All right, let's try something else. Yeah, so typically what I like to do is find a small sapling that I can use. And if I can give it the one cut test, that means I'm just going to pass through one time and see if I can cut it without it skipping. Then that's a pretty decent.
That's a very thin tree.
Yeah, that's, Jack, move back that way. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to cut this on an angle. All right, give it my best shot, maybe 2 hits. If it's sharp enough, it should go right through or almost all the way through. All right, pretty good cut.
Yep, just one more it looks like.
There you go. All right, so 2 cuts, 3 cuts, looks pretty good. Again, I think that reprofiled edge did a really good job, and then I'll just show you a little bit of, you know, just a little bit of all right guys, so this is a pretty decent sized round. I think this is about a 3-4 inch round. All right, I think it's birch, not sure. A lot of different woods up here in the mountains. I'm just going to use my hammer and just give it a little more test. That's all it is.
That's still birch.
Yep. Yeah. I didn't think it was going to be much of a problem. So we'll do another cut. All right, guys, so just to give you a little bit of a comparison, all right, this happens to be Bark River. All right, this is Bark River's Grasso Bolo. And you could see where it has a really nice high grind, and that high grind is a convex grind. And it is a very thick knife, all right? You could also see this on the Kukri. The difference is that this high grind actually makes it a lot easier to dig into a lot of wood. All right, with almost no effort at all. This cuts more like an axe. All right, so again, I think it still needs a little bit more refinement. I'm probably going to bring that grind all the way up to here, sort of to mimic what I have on this knife. And again, you know, Bark River knives is probably about $300-400, where this is $100 or less. So again, this is only going to be about a $100 knife. You decide if it's worth it. I think if you have to spend $100 plus on a knife, you shouldn't have to keep regrinding it until you find your sweet spot. I think that's a Condor problem. The design is actually excellent. I don't have a problem with the design. The handle is adequate. The leather sheath is super nice. All right, so I don't have a problem with that. It's just, you know, when you're mass producing these, we have a tendency just to like get it done, and it's not a good cutter. Not even a good chopper until you put those final touches on it. So would I buy it? Again, it's really up to you. I think you will have to do some work on this. On all Condor's Kukris, they come pretty thick and stout. If you want it to be that magic cutter, then you're gonna have to do a little bit of work. That's just my 2 cents. All right, guys, back up top. All right, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share, add all the comments down below. Become a Patreon member. It only costs you $1 a month. You can watch videos like this before anybody else. Thank you very much, and as always, please stay safe.